Hey guys, welcome to SLT Learning, and today we're gonna cover another questions on Selenium for QA automation engineer role. So if you are preparing for QA automation job role, I would suggest to just go through this playlist, and it will contain all the questions for test engine, Advantage, Git, then API testing, then different technologies, Java related questions, SQL related questions, all the things we have sum up, which has been asked by different MNC company, and we mainly take a feedback from our candidate what exactly they asked in interviews, and we try to put those questions over here. So these were the questions which has actually asked in the real interviews, and we answer in the sort of description and the syntax that is required to answer the interview questions. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna cover today. How do you resolve the conflict in Git? Okay, so this is bit technical, and this is again I will just say 5+ years or 4+ years of experience person in automation. So they will ask about Git, source control management related stuff to the experienced person only. I have created separate playlist for Git, how exactly you can start from scratch, how you can do your first commit, pull and all those things in Git. So I have created 4 to 5 videos on that one. I have put one playlist in my channel SLT Learning. Just go through it, it will give you the little bit idea about how Git works. But let's see what you can answer in this situation. If they ask, if you are fresher, you can just say no, I have not been dealt with the Git conflict in my experience so far. But you should be, as an experienced person, you should be know about the process. Okay, so what is Git config? So when, let's suppose, when the two branch, okay, two developer or two automation engineer try to update the same line of code or same line of same file at the same time, at that time Git will show the message that I can see the conflict over here, and which version I need to keep, you need to tell me. Okay, so it asks us to decide what exactly we need to put as a final version. So at that time it will show the Git conflict. Okay, so when two branch have the change the same line of code, and at that time it show you which version we need to keep in a master branch or which version we need to ignore. So at that time how exactly the flow work, we will go step by steps over here. Okay, so the first things you need to see how the Git trigger the conflict. Okay, so let's suppose if we just use Git merge to the master branch or Git rebase to the master branch, the Git will show you the response like this way, the conflict like this way, merge conflict in the file name. This will show you the file name in which the conflict has been happened, automatic merge failed, fix conflict, and then commit your result. Okay, so this is the standard response that Git will show in term of the conflict that it have. It will show the file name over here, so we know in this file name. So for an example, file name dot extension, we, this is the file where we found the Git conflict has been happened. So after we see the conflict has been happened, what we can do, we can check the conflict in the file. So what we will just say is git status, and we will show the file mark as both modify file name. So like this way you first you can start your troubleshooting with, you can start your steps to resolve the conflict. First check the conflict files. Okay, and it will show the file name using the git status command. And once you will see the file, open the conflicted file. So you need to open the file, and Git will show like this way. Whatever the part you will see as a conflict, it will show like this way: the current branch code, your code, and the incoming branch code, the merge code. Okay, this is how it will show the conflict to your file. We will see the real example as well in the syntax, in the sort of syntax, but you need to open the file which highlighted by Git as a conflicted file. Okay, and once you will open that file, then you need to resolve the conflict manually. Okay, you can also use one tool as well, open source tool as well, but over here we will talk about how you can resolve it manually, because tools and all those things mainly developer use to resolve the conflict. But over here we will see how, as an automation tester, I manually go and resolve the conflict. So edit the file to keep what you wanted to delete. So this is the syntax: whatever you see this and this between this less than sign and greater than sign, these are the conflict that you can see. So this is hello from my main branch and hello from the feature branch. So this is the line of code which causing the conflict. So what you can do, you can decide, you can discuss with your team, you can just check with your team, and you can make the one line of code, or like this way: console.hello from both branch. So this is my final code, ignore this one and take this one, this is my final code. And once you resolve the conflict manually, then what you need to do, you need to mark the file as resolved, and you need to again add. So git add file name, this is the file name you're going to add, and this will mark this particular conflict as resolved. and after that completing the merge you need to again do the commit. So in case of merging you can just say git commit m message resolved merge conflict of file name, and in case of rebasing you can just say simply just git rebase and continue. Okay, so this is how you can resolve the conflict in your git. There are the tool git merge tool, which is open source diff checker and merge checker tool. You can also answer like that way, but this is the process. Like identify first, you hit this command git merge branch, then you will see this message conflict message, then you use the you can check for the file git status, right? Both modified, this message will be show up, then open the conflicted file, try to go to with this code where you will see the less than and greater than. This is the conflicted code which you need to resolve manually. Just update the code and then mark the file as resolved. So it just says git add file name, and then just says in case of merging git commit -f resolve the merge file, whatever message you want to put, and this is how you can resolve the conflict in git. Okay, if you answer like this way, the step wise, it will be give you the full marks, guys. Okay, so if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and forward this video to the person who is preparing for the QA automation engineer role or who is learning the QA automation stuff.